Definitely, the flooding has been very extensive today for several reasons. There's climate. If you look at the rainfall pattern from 2024, 2025, 2026.
All right, family, the flood in Accra yesterday, which is the 29th of June 2026, was very disastrous, catastrophe. Now, we are going to look at certain things that make this flood very disastrous and what contributed to those things that happened. Yeah, the indiscipline on the part of Ghanaians. You know, the president said that this is not an engineering problem. It's the matter of indiscipline on the part of Ghanaian citizens. Now, why am I saying this? He's really telling the truth. Now, whatever that happened yesterday was very devastating. Some people lost their life in this kind of flood. Some people's houses, their property, their apartments were being covered by this flood. Water takes everything from them. Houses were submerged in the water. Some people were falling out from the walls that they actually seek refuge. They were standing on the top. They were falling because the water has taken over everything, and the water is destroying every property on their way. Now, why am I saying this? This is really crazy. The president has took an helicopter to the top to view everything from the top, so that he knows the cause of all these things. You know, some parts of Ghanaians were looting companies' goods when it comes to Tema Community 18, and that is crazy. You know, let's get into the whole details. All right, first of all, we are going to look at these people where they were looting companies' goods when this thing was happening. You know, the flood actually washed away some goods from a company near the Tema Community 18. You know, so from every direction that you are from that company, it's probably going to mean that there will be some goods out there. The flood is washing out those goods from the company. So what Ghanaians were doing is that they were picking these goods. Some said they are going to sell it in their houses. They are going to put it in their mother's shop so that they will sell it over there, which is an indiscipline on the part of Ghanaian citizens. Because you can't be telling me that flood has washed out people's things from their houses or their companies, and you on the other hand is picking those things, and that is looting. You are stealing them. You did not just found it, and I think this is not right. You just watch the video.
Hey, Charlie, I call you careful. You're tomorrow, no solo.
Hello, boss. Salam alaikum. Me today no come job. Job no coming today. Me water too much. Road. Water too.
Hey, now I saw him say what Accra. What Accra? Enkraya. Edepa.
What Accra?
Edepa. Ah. What me? Oh, expect me to how much? Now I say who them? What share them? What be one say? Ensuatri ebia provision. Ebia milk. Milo. This way. Not the brow. It's Accra tonight. Why sir? The summer mutiaka no money at J.
That is what she finished.
Oh, say, I said, short to wish I would have more, you know, who wants a bread in it, Milo, any milk.
What them say sometimes.
I never route them say, boom. Oh, what was about the attention?
Yeah, right now, as you see, you know, you say people that manibis to sport. The way the rainfall, you know, good cry. When them they talk, say some company be there, where you break, where water carry things come out, you see. Yeah, man.
the things they inside place.
Yeah, oh man, squad day inside, oh man. More than shopping mall. You see,
And you wait type of.
man, chingam, man, nibis, zero. My people they fight for inside safe.
But if you free things when I start the fight.
Man, I read. Yeah.
The community there, job for them.
Man, everywhere full of.
But here, where this?
Committee 18.
18.
Yeah.
What be the name of the company?
Actually, I don't know the name of the company. Okay.
But see the people they loot the things. Wow.
Yeah, people they look the things. Wow. Oh yeah, things plenty for inside. Yeah, man. Me too.
You get some of the things.
Oh no, I not take some of the things because me I be guy, man, I beg. Yeah, you understand. Yeah, active.
Now, my people, you see, what is funny in this video is that people are stopping their cars to pick these things. And you know, some of the people that are stopping their car, it's not like they are hungry, but that's the kind of the country called Ghana. That's the kind of country that we are in. It seems that the laws of the countries are not working. Citizens in a country are just doing things that they feel like they want to do. You see, when we are saying it, people will be on the social media, we say, why are you saying this? A lot of people are picking in, so what? You see, some people are saying because the company, when they are working with this Chinese company, these people are wicked to them, they are not good to them, they will just put them on leave, or they will just allow them to go and sack them anyhow. So this is the time for them to suffer. No, it doesn't happen that way. You see, when we have this kind of mentality in the country, then we are not going to move forward. Let me put one example to you. You see, something happened in Botswana where track and a lot of things, like let's say it fall down, and let's say some people say it is flood that wash all these things out from a company or whatever. But when that thing happened, Botswana people did one thing which shows discipline on the part of citizens. And when you look at the people that are there, it's not like they are not angry. Most of them, when you look at the way they are, they actually need those kind of things to sell and get money from it. But those people were packing those things down that the owners should come for it. The security to come and gather these things, and the owners should come for it. That's discipline and integrity on the part of citizens. They were doing what is right. They pack it over there. But when you look at Ghanaians, they were looting it. You just watch what happens at Botswana. Have you seen that? Now, why did all this flood took people's house, and like there were a whole lot of things that wash out of companies? Now, you see, gutters that were made for all these waters that were rushing down places. People took the rubbish from their houses and went and dumped it into these gutters. These big gutters, they went and dumped rubbish inside. Do you know why I'm saying this? Because when you look at Accra, where it is situated, it is in the middle of the country called Ghana. Now, a lot of places come together to make these places, and when rain is falling, water is from different places coming there. And the parts that were created for all this water, people use rubbish to fill some of the parts. People build their houses on the part of this water. So where would the water go? It has to fill people's houses. It has to destroy some kind of properties. Now, this rain has exposed the indiscipline on the part of Ghanaians. Why am I saying this? The rain has washed, because it rained, the flood has washed a lot of dust, a lot of gutters has washed them, a lot of rubbish from the gutters. And look at this. I just don't want to talk to man. Just look at it. So have you seen how this rain has exposed Ghanaians, the indisciplined, the irresponsible act of Ghanaians? Yes, this rain has exposed everything on the part of Ghanaians. You know, we talk about people's own, but when it comes to our own, let's talk about it very well. Let's not put politics into place. This is not political agenda. This is not politics. It is what the people of the country is doing, the citizen of the country is doing. You see, when this happened and water is taking people's houses, people were crying, calling out for the government. What do you want the government to do for you? What do you want the government to do for you? You know, the government cannot do everything in the country. Sometimes you must play some role in gathering all these things. You must play a role in what taking care of these things. And when you start changing your mentality, the country will be better. That is where the country is not going forward. It's not about the government. It's not about Nana Akufo-Addo. It's not about Mahama. It's not about Akufo. It's not about those people. It's about the citizens sometimes. And this is crazy. I'm serious about this. You see, when this happened, you, the people that are going to suffer, the citizens that are going to suffer, how many leaders have you seen that water has taken their house or the flood has entered their house? How many leaders have you seen? None of them. Have you seen flood enters Mahama's house? No. Have you seen flood enters Nana Akufo-Addo's house? No. You will not see it. Even your MPs, you will not see it, because they have done what is right. Now, what about you? You, the ones, the grassroots. What about you? You people have refused to do the right thing. Now the water has taken your houses. You are complaining, calling on the government. You know that this place is a waterlogged environment. You went and buy it and you build your mansion, you build your property on it. Now water has taken it and you are calling out for the government. This is crazy. This is what we are talking about. Now, so that's what happened in Ghana. Now, so the president did one thing. He actually went with the helicopter to see the surrounding and see what is happening, what is going on, where people has blocked the water and a whole lot of things. So let's watch the video where the president was in the helicopter. All right, so the president has viewed all these places and realized that the problem is from sometimes the traditional rulers and sometimes the people, the citizens of the country. They are not doing the right thing. They are not doing the right thing. And no, me, I will not blame only the citizens. I will blame some of the people working for the government also, because when you like these things, if like we can stop these things, it has to start from the top. But sometimes when people are going to build their property, don't they go for permits? Yes, they go for permits. So what are the duties of the assemblies? What are they doing? People come for permit. You have to go and check the place. If this place is a waterlogged, don't sell it. If this place has blocked the route for this flood or for these rainwaters, don't sell it. Don't allow the people to build over there. But these people are going to give permit to these people to go and build over there. What do you expect aftermath? When we come to rainy season, what do you expect? These are some of the things. And this need to be checked very well. If not, the country will never go for it. It will still be like this. We will still be like this. Yes. This time around, the rain has exposed a lot of things, you know. Now, there's one thing before we get to the president video, what he said. There's one thing that looks funny for me, and it's like, this is crazy. Because while people are rescuing the children and others from this flood, there was a rescue team that was sent into this thing to just rescue people, and one of the rescuer cannot even know how to balance himself in the water. I was like, how did we reach here? What happened? If this person cannot rescue people, then what is he doing over there as a rescuer? Then you have to be rescued by one of your colleagues. That's so crazy. You see, and other people are complaining this is protocol. These people did not deserve the job, but they give it to them because we are living in a country called Ghana. That's what is happening. You are watching the video already. You know what is happening. They have to come and rescue this guy. It's really crazy. By the way, let's watch what the president said about all these things.
Just finished an aerial tour of Accra to inspect the flooded areas. Unfortunately, the flooding has been very extensive today for several reasons. There's climate. If you look at the rainfall pattern from 2024, 2025, 2026, you see that increasingly every year we're getting more rain in Accra than we used to get. Accra is built between two natural bodies, the Kwapim Mountain Range and the Atlantic Ocean. And in those years, it was not a problem because Accra was a very small city. But as the population continues to increase and people continue to build, it restricts the path of the streams on their way to the Atlantic. So that's an engineering problem. We need to see how to open the channel so that the water can pass. But then there's also the other aspect, which is attitudinal and human behavior. That is dumping garbage in the drains. Even in the air, we discovered many illicit dumping sites where the wetlands are. People have gone to create a waste dumping ground, and they charge 20 cedis for the aboboya to come and fill the waste into the wetlands. And when it has filled sufficiently, they sell the land to people to come and build on it. Anytime you begin to take action and you start breaking houses, people think that government is inhumane. But when the problem arises like this flood, it affects everybody. And so all of us have been affected because of the conduct of a few people blocking the channels and preventing the water from passing. And so we'll call a National Security Council meeting. We're asking every district to identify, together with the Works and Housing Ministry, where the blockages in the channels are as they pass through the district assemblies, so that we can earmark those places for removal. You see, they've even filled part of the waterway with garbage.
Yes, sir.
And then all these people are built here. You're in the park. Yes, sir. Ultimately, the other solution will be to decongest Accra. And that's why we're planning that we move some of the city out. That is the major government departments, and then also create a new center of growth so that our people will start building outside Accra in a new city instead of everybody looking for some space in Accra to build. So, but that's a long-term solution. But I just want to express my sympathy with people who have lost property. Loss of property has been very extensive, and I want to thank the military, NADMO, the police, and the Hydro, Works and Housing Ministry, and all the emergency response team, 48th Engineers Regiment, for the rescue that they did. I've asked the Minister of Finance to release some money from the contingency fund so that we can do some post-flood relief for persons who have been affected.
After going through the tour, we realized two issues, one being engineering and the other being attitudinal. It tasked us as a ministry to ensure that the engineering part, we put our engineers together to ensure that the right thing is done. And also ensure that the good people of Ghana also do the right thing to ensure that at the end of the day, we'll be able to get the best for our good country, Ghana.
But let us change our attitude and let us find a permanent solution to this Accra flooding problem. We shouldn't become like the vulture who, anytime it is raining, he says as soon as it stops raining, he will repair his roof. And then as soon as it stops raining, he says, oh, it has stopped raining, so there's no need to repair the roof. This time should be different.
Now, people, what do you think about whatever that happened in the flood that took Ghana? What do you think about it? Where houses were submerged in the water, some people apartments were being taken by the flood, and there is no way for them. Some people have to be on their rooftop. You know, it's kind of crazy. That's dangerous, disastrous, because if care is not taken, let's say there is no electricity out there, there's no power outage over there, then we can probably think of what will be the aftermath of all those things. You see? So what do you think? Whatever you think, just let your opinion be in the comment section. Thank you for watching this channel. Peace.